but it repeals Minnesota care eligibility for illegal immigrants.
FBA, Ray, they didn't, no, right? FBA said they didn't even bring in the Black Hawks. No, we didn't have to do that. We didn't have to do that. And FBA, you've been hearing what I've been saying for a little bit. I've been saying, hey, we don't even have to send not even close to the full weight of our army, of our military, to handle business in these people countries. Okay, stop playing around with us. Okay, we know what it is now. We're about to really show it. And a lot of times when America go into these countries and they get into some sort of battle with that particular nation, what saves your nation is our population here. Our population will stand up and say, no, that's not right. And they will get in and attempt to vote against going to war. And that's what they attempted to do essentially with Venezuela just now. They attempted to vote not going to war. But Trump just said, he has the presidential power to defend his country. So when these people would send boats, like Donald Trump said, if they come, I'm just going to kill them. That's what Donald Trump said. Okay. And they still kept trying him because these people, they've been living like this for a very long time, eating and sucking off of America for a very long time. And it's like they didn't understand, like, well, what are we going to do if Trump is cutting off our circulation regarding getting into and from America? And they still would not listen. They still would not comply. On top of that, was bold enough to attempt to do business, big business, with one of our largest oppositions. We can't have that. We can't have that. We can't have that. This is war, baby.
Immigrants, adults ages 18 and older. And with that recent repeal of eligibility for illegal immigrants, a policy that initially, it was after my time, was enacted in your time, 2023 under your administration, now being reversed with those budget negotiations. I was just wondering, first of all, do you know how many illegal immigrants were covered and are currently covered in Minnesota with Medicaid?
I don't have the exact numbers. Now, Medicaid state that does this through.
You don't have the exact numbers,
through Minnesota Care.
Okay, well, but you still don't know.
And you still don't know.
So
I don't
all of those negotiations you were deeply involved in earlier that you mentioned. This guy
is caught red-handed, bro. He thought he was going to be president. Look at his face, y'all.
I don't have the exact numbers. Now, Medicaid.
Look at his face. He thought he was going to be president. This is why he's caught. This dude is caught with his pants down, bro. He's caught red-handed, bro, with his hands in a cookie jar. Bro, this is an epic fall, bro. This is epic, bro. This is epic. This is epic. These people had a grassroots to damn top of the Capitol, top of the heap, okay, network, global, that even was globalized this network, and it was internal through the deep state. Unbelievable. While you have these puppet politicians only doing their job, and that's to be placeholders. They are basically, these politicians are basically essentially damn non-501c3 placeholders who are not making any decisions. Okay, the decisions come from higher than them. Okay, the decisions come from the decision makers, from the big businessmen and women doing business behind the scenes. Okay, policy is made behind the scenes. Policy is made at the coffee table. Policy is made in the bar. Right? This is where policy is made. Okay, this is what we're doing, and these people have been caught with their hands in the cookie jar. These treasonous Americans. And it's coming out because I didn't know years ago about Tim Walz, meaning this guy was a part of the deep state. Do you understand what I mean? And then he reared his head because they wanted to run him for vice president. This guy was a part of the deep state. We didn't know about this guy 15, 20 years ago. You didn't know about a Tim Walz 20 years ago. This guy, and all of a sudden, he's picked out of nowhere to run for vice president. Why? Actually, can we ask ourselves why would they pick Tim Walz? Because Tim Walz had the key to this damn immigrant community that have came up in here and one attempted to infiltrate, and he is one of the he's like the grandfather of bringing these immigrants in here. He was, and his promotion was going to be vice president. Okay, these people are setting policy from New York City right now is about to extend the program that this guy, Governor Tim Walz, has for his state in Minnesota regarding the Medicaid program and the funds for daycares and the social programs. This guy is extending the program. Mandani, the mayor of New York City, is extending Tim Walz's program because Tim Walz, that's the poster, that's the I want to say that's the system in which these people use to use this underground network all around America. This is what they are doing, and it's being exposed. All right, and it's so funny because the guy, it's so divine because the guy that they put up to be their damn near their number 2 for the Democrats, right, is being totally exposed. I wonder how much of a hand does Kamala have in this? Does Kamala have any part of this type of scheme play that these Democrats have been running? This is a part of their Democratic playbook, and it's being put on blast for the public to see. This is we have never seen this before, and we would probably never have seen it if we wouldn't have social media like this, and we are able to converse the way we are. This is unbelievable, magical. Smack that like button there, people, because hitting that like button is saluting America. So all you have to do is just hit that like button right there. That's all you have to do. What happened, FBA? Who they trying to get at, FBA? What happened? Not playing around over there. What's going on in the chat, bro? What's going on in the chat? I know my Americans standing up. We're not playing around in the chat. We're not playing around in the chat. Hold on. What's going on over here? What? Who you? What? Lauren Hall? Hold on. What you talking about, Lauren Hall? Yo, man. Don't get mad at us because we tearing y'all damn boats out the frame. Because we went up in there into your capital and then just taking your dictator presidents and taking your dictators, all right, taking your fascist leaders on up out of there. Don't get mad at us. Didn't even, like Bray Ray said, didn't even have to use our blackbirds. We ain't even have to use our blackbirds really. You know what I'm saying? We had some fighter jets in the sky. You know, we have some fighter jets right now controlling the skies, but we didn't have to use the fighter jets. Ray is absolutely correct. Okay. No, we did. We smacked up Iran like that. Yeah, we smacked up Iran real quick. You know, their God country. You know what I mean? Their God country that they all look to. You know what I mean? They feel like Iran is their America. Okay, that's a fact. That's a fact. Iran is their America. Okay. Okay, and they think Iran is like as powerful as America. We have to show them. No, you're not that. Y'all slow that. No, you're not that, and you will never be that. You will never be that. All right. In the name of our God, in the name of our Jesus Christ. You will never be that. Okay? Because we're not going